Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I do not own rights to the music in the background. I was just having a little meditation time. But look here. The song says, Lord, if you don't do it, it won't get done. So sometimes you know what? God just got to we got to allow him just to do his work. All right. Alexa, turn music off. So yeah, that was my meditation morning music this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with Carol, where I come to you every morning with a beautiful smile, sometimes a hot cup of coffee, and some good conversation and engagement, right? Yes. So that was my meditation, because we just gotta let God do his job. We gotta pray and we gotta really move out the way sometimes and things, okay? So my shirt today says God got me. And that's pretty much it. You know how you see a post on Facebook and they go, that's the post, that's it. This is the statement today. God got me. That's it. That's it. That's all. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. And today is what? Oh, you thought it, I said it Thursday. Let me tell y'all something. I got into a conversation the other night. Mm, some good coffee. So I got into a conversation the other night, and I really, 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 really want to pose this out here. So the conversation was between uh really I was dipping. I was dipping. Just want to let y'all know. Dipping, nosy, not none of my business, not minding the business that pays me. Good morning. Whichever line you want to put in there, that's what I was doing. But then they eventually brought me into the conversation. So the conversation was between a man and a woman, and the man said he wants a wife. The man said, look, I've been looking, I want a wife. I want companionship. Good morning on Facebook. Good morning. I want companionship. I want he wanted all these things. Okay. This is what he said. He said he wanted all this stuff. So the woman asked him, what are you doing to, get you a wife? And so he was like, I've been dating. It just ain't working out. These women, he had a lot to say about women. It just, the women ain't right. He said the women were kind of aggressive when it came to like pretty much what you gonna do for me. You want me, but what you gonna do for me, to want me. He was like, none of them really wanted to have a conversation. And so then it went into, what are you doing for yourself? You're not even saying you want a girlfriend. You said you want a wife. You want a wife. You want this. So what are you doing to get this wife? What are you doing? Like, are you stable? What are you showing that you are independent? Because a husband is a provider. He's a provider, he's a protector. So what are you doing in those areas of husbandship in order for you to get this marriage ship? And so, long story short, he went into this whole display of all this stuff. So when they brought me into the conversation, they basically asked me, what do you look for in a husband? Well, I'm married. So I told them, for me, now this is for me, this ain't for everybody. I need someone who can communicate, who talks. And I also need someone who is confident in themselves. I don't want to be, out and about and you feeling some type of way. And then when on the back end, when we get home, is X, Y, and Z. How many people do you know? Why everybody talking to you? You was there with me type stuff. So the question is, the question is, the question is, if you were out with your husband or mate, are you allowing your husband or mate to be talked to or even be viewed as attractive from the other people. Meaning, if you go out with your, I'm gonna use me. If I go out with my husband and somebody else find me attractive, is he gonna get all, is it wrong for the other man? Good morning. Is it wrong for the other men to be attracted to me, looking at me, and for him to get up and be like, don't be looking at my woman? I said they don't need to do that. If you look nice, people are gonna look. I don't think there's anything wrong with looking. I guess that's the ultimate thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with looking. Good morning, sister. So y'all let me know. Good morning, Sister Janine. Good morning, Sister May May. Y'all let me know. I don't think there's anything wrong with looking. If you go out and someone's looking at your mate, and I told him that's probably why you don't have no woman, because you too busy trying to figure out who looking at her. Is you looking at her? Why are you worried about everybody else looking at her? Then he says, if they go out and someone sends over a drink to her, he gonna send it back and tell them, don't be sending my woman a drink. I said, why? I want to know, is that wrong for somebody to say? So if you're out with a compliment is okay, but as long as it is respectful. Okay, look, but don't touch. Okay, so Sister Tanisha says a compliment is okay, but as long as it's respectful. Sister May says, look, but don't touch. So is it wrong for I don't care whether you out with him. I don't care if you're out with your man or if the woman is out with, if your man is out with the woman or the woman is out with the man. As women, since that's mostly the people that's on here, do you find it offensive or do you find it wrong if a woman sends over a drink to your mate while you're out with them? I wouldn't care. I would have to send it back because don't send my man no drink and not me one too, boo. Tuh. Lord. You gonna send the drink back? I ain't sending no drink back. I can't help if she thought he was available or thought he looked nice. I ain't sending it back. As a matter of fact, you would find it. I don't. No, but I will give her a head nod and say thank you. I will give her a head nod too. So Sister Janine said she would give a head nod and say thank you. Me and Janine is yes, because I'm giving a head nod and I'm saying thank you. I appreciate. As a matter of fact, yes, Lord, this ain't that we all drinking. Okay, so Sister May said she would have to send it back because don't send my man no drink and not me one too, boo too. And Sister Tanisha says she would find it offensive. I'm gonna tell y'all what Carol say. Carol says, you go ahead. I'm so bold, you send it over there. I'm gonna drink it. Soon as they pour it up, what are you drinking? Don Julio. I'm gonna drink it if that happens. No, I would do that. That's just me though. I ain't sending nothing back. Yes, Lord, this ain't that we are. Yes, you send it on over. Yes, ma'am. Thanks for my drink. Thank you. That's right. Thanks for my drink. I ain't sending nothing back. I look here. It has happened. True story. True story. True story. True story. True story. We were out. Me and hubby. We were out. I call him the Mister. Me and Mister was out, literally, and a drink was sent over for him. And let me tell you something. When they sent it over for him, good morning. When they sent it over for him, honey, I went over there to her and told her thank you. And we both toasted. Thank you. Yes. She know we go together. She know we together. She sure do. And guess what? Thank you. We both toasting to the fine piece man over in the corner. Yes, honey, I know. Thank you. We gonna toast together. I ain't sending it back. I feel like, good morning, Sister Pooh. Good morning. We are talking about today. You thought it, I said it Thursdays. So the question was given. Are you going to be offended? Basically, if you are out with your mate, are you going to be offended by someone else complimenting, looking at them? Or are you going to be offended if a drink is sent over for the mate? So far, we have had no, but you know what? Nope. We're gonna give a head nod. We're gonna toast. Hey, look here. You send a drink over to mine, I'm drinking it. That's it. That's all. Um, that's what I'm gonna do. Yes, Lord, this ain't that we all drank, and that's what Charmaine said. She said she know we go together. That's what she said. And since Tanisha said she would find it offensive. And Charmaine said I would have to send it back because don't send my man no drink and not me one too, boo. Too. So I ain't finding it offensive. If somebody is complimenting him or looking at him, what you gonna do? Run around everywhere and tell them, hey, don't be looking at him? I'm not doing all that. Say no, I hope he ain't either. Yeah. Sister Pooh said, no, hope he ain't either. Look here. You I told that man, not no real to me because that's gonna always be chaotic every time y'all go out. So then y'all just not gonna go out. So then that's gonna be a problem too. If you always just sitting at home and not doing anything, you're not going out to the festivities. You're not going off playing indoor golf. You're not going to the movies. You're not doing anything because everywhere you go, there are people. And everywhere you go where there are people, there are going to be people that's going to be looking and staring. If you have an attractive mate, they're going to look. Now, you can't stop everybody from looking. And like Sister Charmaine said, as long as they doing it respectful, what's the problem? Like if they doing it respectful, what's the problem? It's not even real flirting to me. I don't think it's flirtatious if someone compliments you or someone looks at you. Some people just be looking to be looking. It ain't necessarily offensive or disrespectful. Some people look to look. But I mean, if you get yourself together and you looking good and you know you look good and stuff, I don't see a problem with I honestly really don't see a problem with someone looking or even sending over to me. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Sister Tanisha says I think it opens doors. So when he's by himself, is it okay to accept the drink? Yeah, he can accept the drink by himself. Yeah, totally. Sister Tanisha said I think it opens doors. So when he's by himself, is it okay to accept the drink? I would say yes. I would say yes. Here's the thing. When you whether married or in a committed relationship, trust is gonna have to be there. I'm gonna have to trust you enough to know what move you gonna make. You gonna have to trust to know what move I'm gonna make. Um, and so if a drink is if someone offers a drink and I'm not there, yeah, drink it. You drink it. So some be all that our beauty and look too hard and long. And I agree partially, but our mates need to respect their relations too. So trust is key. Yeah, I know some they be in awe of the beauty and stuff. But my thing is this. And that's why I said trust, because here's the thing. I'm not gonna be with you 24/7. So I mean, if somebody send over the drink, if you want, look here, you trust your mate. I don't trust the ops. Yes. Here's the thing. I trust my mate. I trust my mate. And here's the thing. No, I don't trust them, but then you have to trust your mate enough to know what people do it to me all the time. And let me tell you, when they, because normally when you're out, if you're out and somebody sends over a drink or a compliment or want to come over and talk, you already know they want to come over and say a few words. Um, I mean, agree with Sister Tanisha. Yes. So y'all agree. So Sister Tanisha said, you trust your mate. I don't trust the ops. And Charmaine agreed. Charmaine said, so some be all that our beauty and look too hard and long. And I agree partially, but our mates need to respect their relations too. So trust is key. Trust is key. And here's the thing. I know how to open up my mouth and say, yeah, I'm married. No, thank you. I know how to say, yeah, I'm married. No, thank you. Or I know how to say thank you for the drink, but I'm married. And he might leave and walk away and be like, dang, I bought a drink for that. Yeah, but it's paid for already. So see you later. Thank you. Thank you. So you have to know what the response is gonna be. But I think sometimes let me see. Sister Pooh said that's 100%. I don't care about anybody outside of my relationship. The person, oh, this little heart. The person in my relationship better trust this relationship. That's where I'm at, Sister Pooh. That's 100%. I don't care about anybody outside of my relationship. The person in my relationship better trust this relationship. That's Pretty much, you spoken like a true Libra. Spoken. Because here's my thing. I'm not gonna be with you 24/7. I have to trust you enough that you will make the right decisions. And my thing is sometimes, and it could be women too. You got women too, not always men. That aggressive, always jealous type, can't nobody say nothing to you is like, mm-mm. I, I don't want to be like, no, no. People can speak, people can, because here's the thing. If you display any ruffled feathers in public, people gonna think there's ruffled feathers all the time, and they gonna think that's an open door for stuff things too. And that's just my opinion. So out and about, you always need to be a united front. Period. Point blank. And I had a very wise friend tell me that, who I call Chica. She I'm telling you, she said, you just, if we gonna get in the car and argue up and down, that's fine. But in the out and about, we are a united front. Look here, it's so tight, you couldn't even put nothing through it. It ain't going through. But all the other stuff, if we want to get in the car amongst ourselves and act like we ain't got no sense, that's among ourselves acting like we ain't got no sense. But baby, when we step out the vehicle, I'm telling you, you'll be like, oh, that's such a beautiful couple. You don't even know that we was just going ham in the car, nuck if you buck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, Mr. and Mrs. Frost does the very same, the very thing well, very well. Yes, they do. Um, but some of that stuff is that part. Some of that stuff is on the plate for Rashida and Kurt. And I feel like some of that is for camera. Cause to me, Rashida don't look like she even get down like that. She look like when they by themselves, oh, he getting the business. He's getting the business. So I think some of that is for camera, but I mean they got a mutual understanding of what they doing to make their money. So that's them. If that's how they want to make their money and that's how it's flowing, that's them. But I think some of that is for camera. That's just my opinion. Because Rashida look like when that door closed, she looked like he getting told everything else but hey. them faces she be making, I'd be like, oh wait. But that's how I feel. So I was just sharing with him. Um, Good morning, Spirit. You done had a good day. Good morning, young Virgo. You on there with two more Virgos. Uh-huh. Everybody on this Instagram is Virgos right now. Yes, everybody over there. The Virgo team. Everybody birthday. Matter of fact, I think all three of y'all birthdays are in September. I I I believe all three of y'all. Yep, that whole group right there. 93% is for camera. I agree, Pooh. 93% is for camera. Um, Good morning. Good morning. One of my favorite CNAs. Um, is it at the end of August, Tanisha? I don't know why I think you always in September, but you are. You with my mom. You in August with my mom. Um, but 93% for camera is what Sister Pooh said, which I really do believe. 93% of it is for the camera. But again, he's looking for him a wife. I feel like if you're gonna be control, to me, that's controlling. I don't want to. It's a fine line between that control thing, telling me what to do type stuff. I get the submissive stuff. I understand that, being in my place and everything, but that I'm gonna tell you what to do type stuff. Um, I get lost in the sauce. I don't know about nobody else. I'm lost in the sauce, baby. Telling me what to do. Because may Albert rest in peace. He's gone. That's probably the only man that was gonna tell me what to do. You can suggest, but telling, I get lost. Somebody say I'm telling you what to do. I get lost. So I believe that if he's looking for him a wife, he gonna have to come off of some of that stuff. Because again, we can't be out every time we go somewhere and we gotta, nook if you book. We gotta get our fists ready because you didn't went around and told everybody shut up talking to me. I mean, that's what we're saying. He was literally like, I don't want nobody saying that to her. I don't want nobody talking to her. I don't want nobody. And I'm like, oh, this why you ain't got no wife. Because you just, I mean, what you gonna do? Put her in a cage or what you gonna do? Because this ain't you ain't gonna say the no. Women like to be shown off a little bit. Now correct me if I'm wrong. Women like to be shown off a little bit. Women like to be, you know, um, n- they want a little bit of that attention. And I'm not saying from everybody, but from her mate, she does. And if she wants her mate to show her some of that attention and show her that she love and things like that, and I don't think anything wrong with it. I, yes, I was confused on that. We do especially with the bay or boo. Hey, yes. She said, okay, Carol, I'm logging off. I see Reverend West at the next table. Not the next table. Okay. Uh, he needs to breathe because that is not healthy. No, it's not healthy. No, that is not healthy at all. That is not healthy at all. I don't think that's healthy. That is not healthy at all. I feel like he needs to probably have some type of healing session within himself emotionally, especially when it comes to maybe his insecurities and his confidence level. Because a lot of times when you find men who talk like that, a lot of times for me it's their insecurities or their confidence level that is causing them to react in that way when it comes to them being with their mate out in public amongst other people or even amongst other men. um it's almost territorial type behavior where they feel like they have to um they take the word protect the wrong way when it comes to that, because I don't see anything wrong with it. Now if you got some gray areas you need to clean up in your relationship or marriage or whatever, maybe that's why. But I feel like that young he wasn't married, so I feel like he probably was hurt along the way and just was like, shoot, I'm looking for me a good woman, I want me a good woman. And so that's where he left. So I really do um believe that he should probably, yeah, he needs to go and give himself a hug and love on himself. He say he love himself, but I mean when you have those type of responses to people who are genuinely saying to you, hey, I don't think that's gonna go down the road right. If you're looking for a wife, it's not gonna work. Sister Tanisha blew me away. She said she had to go. She logging off Reverend West at the next table. I'm trying to figure out what table. We supposed to be somewhere. He needs to breathe because that is not healthy. Yes, he definitely does. Okay, so that was today's topic. So go with that. I don't know. When you out with your mate, just think about it. Look, look, look. Thank you guys for joining me on today. I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Um, Coffee and Conversations with Carol is growing, and I really do appreciate it. But I'm gonna leave you guys with this affirmation on today. The affirmation for today is, and I want you guys to listen, knowing is not enough. We must apply. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do. All right. Let me read that again to you. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do. And here's another one for you. Practice what you know, and it will help to make clear what now you do not know. All right. Practice what you know, and it will help to make clear what now you do not know. All right. In my assumption, he may have actually had no woman do that to him. He probably didn't have no woman to do that to him. You know what? I didn't think about that. He probably didn't. He probably didn't. Next week, I want to dive into a few topics, and I want you guys to think about them over the weekend so we can have some good engagement when we come back. We're going to dive into things about distraction. It's a lot of distraction going on. You hear the news, politics, P. Diddy, everybody watching this and watching that. But is it causing a distraction? And so we're going to think about what's causing distractions in your life. We're going to try to dive into that topic next week. And then we're also going to dive into mom guilt. Have you ever felt guilty of choices that you made being a mother? And I would just say being a parent, it's for fathers too. Have you ever felt guilty about some choices you made? Have you ever had that, what we call parent guilt? You could call it mom guilt if you're a mother. You call it father guilt if you're a father. But have you ever had that guilt feeling? Like, man, I should have probably made that decision. I probably shouldn't have. Do you ever have that guilt feeling? And we're going to talk about what to do about it. We're definitely not going to be talking about holding on to it because that doesn't build anything good. So I want you guys to remember to live, love, never ever stop laughing, always find room to forgive because ain't none of us perfect. None of us perfect. And remember, there's one love. And if you don't know nothing else, my t-shirt says it all today. God got me. Put yourself right there. God got you too. And just lean on that. When you leaning on that, ain't nothing else to lean on, right? You guys have a great day. I love you guys. Have a beautiful Thursday.